Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess.
Trying to do it at the same time. Love you. Okay. I think
What?
you had the perfect opportunity.
You can start it before it's already recording.
No, I thought you were gonna do it in beat with the door closing.
No, I'm not that hip.
She's gonna be sitting out there for a while getting that car.
It's not that cold out, believe it or not.
What is it? Her car's covered in ice, isn't it? Oh, I'm so sleepy.
It's not really that bad. It's really like the snow's gonna be gone in.
Oh, I know.
Like no time.
It's already gone. It was like there were 600 inches of snow last night at 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. And I know that because I stayed up until 3 a.m. watching the snow.
600 inches is a lot.
It is a lot. Mm-hmm. And I was super excited. I'm like, snow day for sure. Yeah. It's fucking happening. I already had everything planned out. I'm like, Abby and I are watching this TV show. I did I stayed up and did laundry last night so that I didn't have to do it today because I was going to, and then at 4 a.m., the snow was gone. Mm-hmm. It just disappeared. I went outside and I was like, oh no.
It's very moody snow.
Oh no, I made a mistake.
Oh, snow.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, it's no snow. No,
there's no snow at all.
Snow.
Yeah.
Heavy on the no.
Yeah, it's gone.
It was really, so mistakes were made.
Yeah, we got more than you guys got. It knocked our power out.
Oh yeah, it was going in and out here too.
Always
fun.
Exciting. Yeah,
it is fun.
Kids are like, read books. That's what they can do. So, but they're sliding down a hill right now, and then I'm going out
while reading.
I'm going out after this to Bremerton to see Pat Moriarty to finalize construction of the book. I've compiled all the writing and all that stuff.
Sweet.
And then I'm coming up to your bar. I'm going to take the ferry over to Seattle for Pun Slam tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Forrest. So.
Matt Brohader. Yeah. Anyway, he's headlining at TCC. Anyway, he's dropping in also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
for Pun Slam, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
That's really rad.
And then maybe Fun and Flirty afterwards. So we'll see. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like this long. But he has a special but he talks about having a douchey face. That's how people.
Oh,
yeah, the comic with the douchey face.
I think.
Isn't that hilarious?
I think I worked with him. Believe it or not,
he's very pretty.
I worked with him.
He looks like handsome Squidward.
I think I worked with him in Indianapolis or San Antonio. I don't remember. It might have been Indianapolis.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, if I see him tonight, I might know him. So
that's cool.
Yeah, if I remember right, nice guy, good guy.
Sweet. Well, yeah, and you guys can hang out. It'll be fun. Mm-hmm. It's always exciting when, we get cool people who want to drop in. Yeah. Yourself included.
Yeah.
Especially for the Pun Slam because it's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I think I've done 2 of them and I like it. I like it. People, a lot of comics, like I improvise plenty on stage and I do some crowd work here and there, but a show specifically dedicated to coming up with stuff on the fly. I enjoy it.
Oh, I do my material.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. I get up there. The first thing that I do is just let them know off the jump. I don't know what a pun is. I don't know why I keep getting invited to this event. But I have done. I think I still hold the title as the pun slam queen as far as comedians go. Not winning the Pun Slam, but as far I think I hold the record for shutting down the Pun Slam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for breaking the pun mold.
Yeah. Well, I'm the one who's done it the most.
Yeah, that checks out.
So much fun.
Yeah. It looks like I was just imagining you're stirring your coffee with a corn dog stick.
Yeah, I had 2 corn dogs.
Would be sick.
I like to dip my corn dog in my coffee in the morning.
That's really cool. I could see you doing
we
that.
Both are. We both have Vanderpump Rules merch right now. Mine says "Good morning to everyone except Tom Sandoval."
Yeah, mine said he's a fucking battered wife. Look at him.
You're gonna say it. Look at him. Oh, it's so good.
I don't know what it means. But
I spent the weekend with Bobcat
Yes.
At TCC, which was awesome. 4 sold out shows.
That's awesome.
Fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was me, him, and Charles Hall Jr.
I like Charles from Spokane. Good comic.
Super fun, super sweet, and amazing photographer too.
Yeah, he takes good pictures.
He took some great pictures. Oh, I love that. It's always so awesome when
you get to see yourself.
Yeah, because first of all, because I love looking at me.
Yeah.
Number one.
I get it.
But it's so cool because it's not, it's rare. I mean, I can't see it. I don't know what I look like. And so
our eyes are in our head.
Right. And it's nice to
And even if they could
outside,
look backwards, all they would see is blood.
Brain.
Just
matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. But he he took some really great pictures, and that was really kind.
That's awesome.
And, super sweet.
Oh, I went to Minneapolis and Claire, Wisconsin.
And Brittany.
Me and Brittany. And it was very fun.
I saw you eating sunflower seeds.
I wasn't in Wisconsin, in Minneapolis. She took a picture of me doing that.
Oh, okay. I'm not really sure that it mattered where you were when you were eating those. You could have just said, yeah.
Something happened. Is everything okay?
What's wrong? Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I didn't eat any there because I borrowed a car.
Cool. I was just telling a funny story.
What story?
I was just laughing about you eating sunflower seeds.
Oh, yeah. I do. Yeah. Brittany took a video and sent it to Jess of me eating sunflower seeds.
Because that's like a thing. That's funny.
Brittany and Jess are getting closer.
We love each other.
And I am drifting away from both of you because of that.
Yeah. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like it when you don't shine.
No.
It's not your favorite.
I put a video on my Facebook of you guys making jokes and me sitting in the middle.
Just disinterested as fuck.
Yeah. Well, no, not that one. And it's another video of me being disinterested.
There's so many. Which one?
Yeah. No, I am interested.
Yeah. Right. It feels like that.
If it makes you feel any better, nothing really gets me going.
What are you talking about? Will you turn my headphones up a little bit?
Yeah.
That's not true.
Okay, Eminem. You ready?
I got a little snare in my headphones.
Wait, those are my headphones. Yeah. Here. Is that better?
Hello. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
We had a fucking awesome time though.
Oh, that's cool.
It was great. It really went well. And it was great seeing Morgan and Nastily and
Brittany.
Mitchell.
Are those Brittany's friends?
Yeah, Brittany's family out there. Ate some really good food. I signed 113 records.
Holy shit.
Which is what I was supposed to do. Got some weird, learned weird record stuff.
Yeah,
this is kind of wild. So when they press records, so they pressed clear ones, blue ones, and black ones. There's clear Sam Miller records, there's blue Sam Miller records, and there's black Sam Miller records. Yeah, that's one of the blue ones.
One of the blue ones.
Yeah. So that's what they call tarp blue. It's supposed to be
tarp.
like the color of the tarp.
Right. That is brilliant.
It is brilliant. It is brilliant. That was Dan's idea. But check this out. So when they're pressing the records, what they do instead of stopping completely and changing the vinyl that they're injecting into the machine, they just start injecting the new color behind the old color. So in between the 3 colors, so there's ones that are half blue and half black, and there's ones that are half black and half clear. And those are, I can't remember what they're called, but they have a special name.
Love you. Have a great day.
If people are wondering what's going on, I think school started a little bit late today.
Yeah, there was a 2-hour delay.
There's 2-hour delays. So
school wasn't canceled though.
Yeah, there
was a 2-hour delay.
Jess's kid just left the house. When usually we record, they're already gone. So so there's 13 records that are a combination of the different ones. So there's ones with that are black, which have these cool blue swirls in them.
Sweet.
Yeah. And so I signed those because those are there's 11 of them, and those are special or whatever.
So that if people find them and they get to come to
they're not going to find them because he pulled them out. He knows which ones there are. and they're going to be separated from the other records.
So they're not like a golden ticket.
No, they're not like a golden ticket, which would be really cool.
Way cooler.
Yeah. I did.
And there's only 11.
I got to go to the warehouse, like the Stand Up Records warehouse.
Oh, I saw the picture.
Office.
Yeah,
it was amazing. It was crazy. Like you wouldn't believe. Like you're just wandering around there, and you're like, oh, there's there's David Cross stuff, and there's Hannibal Buress. You know, he's on a label, and then
Sweet.
a lot of comedians. You know, are still or at one time were on Stand Up Records, so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
What is the timeline for the book?
I don't know. I think it might happen pretty quick. Basically all of the writing is compiled at this point. I actually have it out in the car. It's actually quite a lot. And then what we're going to do, I think I have like maybe 40 something pieces, of which I think something like 24 or 25 will actually make the cut in the book. We're thinking about...
It's not a chapter book. It's just like a picture book.
Well, yeah. Well, no, there's cartoons.
Right.
So there's these characters that Pat drew of me. So I'll give you... here, I'll talk about
right, like
story.
the ones that we saw. Like, I think we've talked... I think we've talked about it.
So like, during the pandemic...
When we went... we went to the... Okay.
During the pandemic... I wrote a bunch of one-liners because my brain was shutting down and I was a mess. And a lot of them are pretty dark and pretty weird, and a lot of them aren't very good, but a lot of them were. A lot like the jokes that I write for the podcast, that's what these jokes were like. So maybe half of them were like okay, and maybe 1 out of 4 is like funny, like they're just these little throwaway jokes that I wrote. But anyway, I did 100 a week for 4 weeks, and then I narrowed it down to like the best 100. And I use that term very loosely. I gave those 100 jokes to Pat, and he was supposed to pick like 10 of them. Yeah. And I think he wound up illustrating like 22 or 23 of them or something.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And they're funny, and it's fun, and it's dope. And Pat's such a good artist. And then what we're doing is that we're combining that with writing that I've done. And so there's stuff that people have seen on social media before, but it's all going to be in one place because a lot of people don't see that stuff because of the way social media works. So it's me writing about...
especially your social media.
Yeah. A lot of people don't see that. But then also stuff that I wrote there's some stuff that I wrote in college that's in there. And stuff that I wrote before I became like a public figure, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy stories. There's a story about me getting robbed and almost freezing to death. Debating on whether or not I should tell the story about the horse and the walnuts and the eating acid. Do you know about that?
I'm not sure if we know that one. I know we know the frozen one, but
yeah.
We went to see when he did like the gallery.
Yeah. And you did hear a piece of writing there, so that'll be there. The thing about the monuments of like, there's one piece of writing that I'm really proud of that's like it's like talking about how whenever I travel around, I'm oftentimes confronted with places, especially if I'm in Olympia, confronted with places where people have A, died, or B, I've had like really traumatic stuff happen in those places. And that there's a kind of like monuments of pain, essentially. And then what's dope is that my life today, like I get to create new monuments, and usually I can see multiple places. So like the same time I'm looking at the bar where my friend died,
right? Like
I can also, peeking out of the top, I can see the Washington Center where I got that award,
right?
And that's,
yeah. I mean, there's an exit coming home that I took one time so fast, and my car, I mean, I should have tipped. I should have gotten a DUI. I should have gotten so many things. And every time I drive by it, it's like, it makes me physically ill.
That's around here.
Yeah. Like driving towards DuPont.
Yeah.
It's the one right before it's the way station. and because I accidentally took the way station exit when I fucking shouldn't have. I am so lucky. Yeah, just like there. Just chilling there.
Oh my god!
Like, and I'm
some drunk gal coming through. Like,
yeah, and it like
You're
turns
lucky you didn't hit like a truck or
anything.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, and so exactly, and so every time I see that turn, I'm like, oh, remember that time? And it's like, hey, don't forget. Hey, remember that fucking time you were an idiot? Hey, every single time. So I totally understand, like, trying to, it's hard when all of those memories are associated with something negative.
Nothing quite leaves, like it's, I feel like being panicked or being traumatized, it's like somebody who litters. Like those are feelings that like litter in your brain. Like they're always throwing things out the window that you can see later. Do you know what I mean?
Little crumbs.
Yeah, little more than crumbs. I'm talking like
yeah.
I remember times. I'm sorry, I just totally blanked out for a minute.
Wow, that's so. I was like, oh, we're gonna get into something really deep.
What is he thinking
anyway,
about? No. I want to. Just a second. I'll get it. The pain of living as an alcoholic and an addict, and the pain that I have caused people. I feel it like physically sometimes when I go to these spots.
Yeah.
And the idea too of how lucky I am to have not killed somebody.
Right. Not done all of those things.
Yeah. Through negligence.
DUI, flipped my fucking car.
Yeah. Killed myself or killed somebody. And it's strange because I think about my life now and like the kind of things that I'm worried about right now.
Right.
Like before we started the podcast, I'm like, oh man, I'm worried about these shows. Like I'm just trying to I'm at this point in my comedy career where like people are like, oh yeah, Sam's funny, but can he draw? Like it's all about building my social media and it's
button seats.
It's so hard to get people to come to shows.
Literally, like, how do you sell tickets? And I'm like, I don't like Chandler asked me like, how do you sell tickets? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's so hard.
It's a lot, but I'm going to run an ad.
Well, it's like, you have to like figure, like, it's crazy to think like 100 people decided this is what they wanted to do with their fucking evening.
I know.
And like, how do you get that? How do you make that? It's wild.
It's hard. And it's hard for a guy like me. So like, I'm like, okay, like I'm a professional comedian. I'm trying to expand. And my career, a lot of it is based on my ability to get people to shows.
Right.
And then if I can't do that, then what am I? Like, who am I? How am I? Like, how can I be expected? So it's like, there's this, no matter what else I have going on, there's like this pressure to perform. And my performance, a lot of it is something that I can't do anything about. Like, I can only work as hard as I can work. And with Facebook and Instagram, if you post too much stuff, it all gets buried. I just think, I don't know. I don't know. I need to post more. I'm just going to run an ad is what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
But it's weird having this conversation with you about like shit that happened when I was like getting drunk and getting fucked up all the time. Like it really brings it into perspective that like, honestly, like,
well, that's not my life anymore.
Yeah. I gotta let this go, especially the stuff that I can't do anything about.
What does that sound like?
I know. Don't start.
If only there was a mantra of something. If only there was like a saying that you could repeat over and over.
I know. I'm going to do it later. Okay. I'm waiting for the right opportunity.
I'm really excited. I don't know. I got picked to do this competition in Port Falls, Idaho.
Post Falls.
Post Falls.
Yep. I'm performing there on Saturday night.
Are you?
Yep. At the draft zone, right?
So, do you, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Where am I? Okay, these are the people that I'm competing against. Do you know any of them?
Who?
These people right here.
Yeah, I know Blade Frank.
You think I can win?
I know some of the judges. I know Jay Berg.
You think, should I email him?
Blade Frank's pretty funny, I think.
Really? These people are funny.
Yeah, some of them are really good. Harry J. Riley is a freaking
He's great.
maniac. Yeah, so is Charles Hall.
So is Charles.
Josiah's good too.
Yeah, it looks like Josiah won.
Yeah.
Oh no. Chris won. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chris Jessup. A lot of those folks were at the City versus City thing.
Yeah.
So that was like Team Spokane. You're gonna do great.
So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. And then we haven't done, Dane's really excited because we're going to do a road trip because we haven't done that.
Yeah.
Because now we have Chandler at the bar, assistant managing.
Whoa.
And yes. And helping. And
God, he does a great job. He is a good dude.
Dude,
Chandler, you're a good dude. And I'm not mad at you.
You shouldn't be mad at him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried that he thinks that I'm mad at him or something.
Chandler is so essential in my life. I literally don't know what I would do. He was gone for a week and I was just and I'm like, where are you? Like when you coming back?
Yeah.
Just because we just sit and brainstorm and talk. He'll come into my office and we'll just think everything through and go over everything and go over jokes. But then also he's just so he came and started working at my Montessori school.
Yeah.
And now he's helping us and he's dependable and he's smart and he's funny and he's just real and he's going to do a great job. And
there's a bird that lives in his beard.
There's so many things that live in his beard.
Yeah, there's a bird and a squirrel.
I wish it were just those things.
And they're their friends.
There's also the chocolate croissant that he stole from my office.
Really? That lives in his beard?
He eats.
I love chocolate croissants.
He always leaves so much food in his beard.
Yeah, that checks out.
It's fucking disgusting. It's so gross.
Out.
But it's awesome because just to have somebody there who can. So he's going to try and be there on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays so that Dane can, not be there every single day.
Yeah.
And when, somebody needs something. But it was, we had Max Amani on Monday. Amini, I think I'm not sure how you say it.
2 shows, right?
They 2 shows, 200 people.
At each show? 200
at each. Dude, the only person who's actually used the back entrance, it was the hardest that Dane and I have worked for anything.
Yeah.
And I think it was just to see if he could, cause I did this. But yeah. And then Chandler was there to help. They flipped the first show, they flipped the house and did 200 more on a fucking Monday.
That's wild.
On a Monday.
That's wild. I looked him up. He's got 2.6 million followers on Instagram, which is bananas.
Fucking insane. And then when they message us, and I know we talked about this, and when they message us, it was this is the deal, do it or don't. We're going to find somewhere else. And it was oh, no, well, we'll take it. Fuck it. Because it's either that or we're going to have an open mic.
Yeah.
So it's okay, which one gonna?
Were the open micers bummed out?
No, I mean, ABC Picture.
Yeah, this is actually really funny. Let me take this real quick. You know what this is? Hello?
Sam?
Yeah, this is Sam.
Hi, Sam. It's Teresa with ABC Pictures. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I am good. I had a quick question for you. I know that you had said that you wanted some of the autograph pens.
Correct.
I wanted to visit with you about those because the UV coating that we have doesn't do the autograph pens very well.
Okay. What kind of pen should I use?
Well, I would probably recommend a metallic Sharpie.
Okay.
They would be, because I was looking at your image, and the colors that they have for the metallic Sharpies are the gold, silver, and the bronze.
Yeah.
And the silver would probably look really good if you're going to sign up in that corner area.
That'd be great.
But I don't sell those because I would have to charge a crazy amount, and I don't want to have to do that.
That's fine. You can take those autograph. You could take those autograph pens off the order.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
But I love them. I think they
Now,
look great, and I'm very excited.
wonderful.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, perfect. Well, then I'm going to take those off of your price. I was just getting ready to process everything, and I wanted to touch base with you. I didn't want you to get pins that weren't going to work on your images.
Nope,
so
we are looking good.
So
I'm
nice.
looking forward to I'm looking forward to signing stuff. So it'll be fun. So
wonderful. It'll be great. So what I'm doing now is I'm processing your payment, getting ready to get it into production for you.
Okay.
And you will receive an email from FedEx with a tracking number in it, and we usually ship 2 days. So
That'll be
you'll
fantastic.
get that email and tracking number on the day that it leaves our facility.
Hey, thank you so much. This has been a good experience.
Well, good. I'm happy to hear that. Let me know what you think, Sam.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Oh my goodness, she was just. Oh, was not.
from
She
Missouri.
was just Missouri.
That's
She
ABC
was just the most
Pictures.
pleasant thing that I've ever
Yeah.
seen. My goodness.
I put a thing on you probably saw it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, where I was like, because
ABC Pictures.
I need some money. So
Oh shit.
yeah, it's not bad, but
Well,
like
I mean,
I want to make and I have the shirts that are available for people to buy online, but people are always asking me for like stuff, and
Right.
so I got some of those classic like headshots from like old
oh,
Hollywood
that's
stuff.
right. And you're gonna sign
Yeah,
them.
yeah, and I'm gonna sign them.
You could
and
go to
sell
like the
them.
Dollar Tree and like get frames and really spruce it up,
No, because I want to be able to
and then you
just
could take a picture with it.
send them in the mail. So
Oh, if you're sending it, you should definitely frame it. That'd be super good. And you could charge $5 extra and then go get a frame for one.
no, because you're gonna have to.
Boom.
No,
That's business, baby.
No.
That's all you
I'm
do.
gonna send the
Just
pictures.
kidding. I don't know how to do numbers.
yeah. I'm like, when did you become business expert?
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, people were into it, and I'm into it, so it's cool. It makes me a little self-conscious, but in like a really
About
fun
what?
kind of way.
about signing things.
Just selling pictures of me.
I think I would be more self-conscious about putting up a thing saying, hey, do you guys think that I should make pictures to sign?
Well, I want to know if people are into it at all.
Yeah. I would just put it up there and see, right?
Yeah, I will now. Now
Yeah.
that I know, like
Suck
people
it.
are. Into
You should
it.
just put everything up. And
Well,
then anything.
Well, it's hard to sell crap though, because you gotta track it, you gotta have inventory, you gotta do all that. I'm gonna try to make it so people can I can personalize it for people. So we'll have like a form that'll be like, who can I make this out to? You know?
Yeah.
So people can be
What
like,
have you done? Have you thought about doing
Cameo.
yeah.
I'm thinking about it. People have asked me to do stuff.
That would be probably that's literally what you're doing all the time on your phone.
Yeah. Well, I don't try to do it. I do send people, if people send me messages to the comedy page and they're like, hey, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
A lot of times I send them video messages back just because it's way faster for me to do that than type back. And also people get a kick out of it. And I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
So,
You could also be getting paid for that.
yeah.
How is that any different than selling a fucking picture of yourself with your signature on it?
And I think it has to do for me with it's like,
I'm just saying you're leaving money on the table.
it's like something physical though, you know, like
yeah,
a
of
picture.
course, like you can keep it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's cool. I mean, like people. I'm just saying it's an option as far as
Yeah.
if you're thinking of income and you need options. Cameo is a great option for you to do something very simple on your phone to make money.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing it.
Okay,
Get
that's
off my case, dude.
But that's all I'm saying. And you're like,
Okay.
no, I don't want to do it. My principles. And I'm like, we're having a
It's
principle
not
fight.
like that. I'm not that principled, obviously.
Yeah, or you could be like, oh, every Cameo gets a signed signature fucking thing.
That's ridiculous.
Boom. What are you talking about?
Such a bad business person.
$5 extra, you
No,
get a
'cause it
signed
gets
picture.
complicated.
You're welcome. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's business.
Oh my god, I just got so gassy out of nowhere.
You know what? I think is that the issue? Is the business side like
You know what's crazy? I think you give me gas.
that's so fucking rude.
I think your voice resonates and builds bubbles
Maybe.
in my belly.
Or you just are constantly full of shit.
It could be air. It's
Maybe.
not shit.
Well,
This is air. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm allergic to something I love.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. There's something about like I heard you like telling me stuff.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden I was
giving
like,
you
"Oh,
suggestions."
my tummy.
No, because here's what it is. Because you don't like it. You don't like it when I'm telling you shit that is genuinely good advice.
No, you haven't.
Like,
anything.
I haven't said anything. Wow. Like it upsets you when I'm like pointing out things, and I'm just like, no, I thought we were just having a conversation.
It upsets me that you would think about stuff. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, you literally, like, I was like, we were like talking, and then you're like, oh my God, you give me gas. And I'm like, okay. All right.
I didn't
like,
say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I
Sam,
did.
yes,
I said
you
I did. I said I
yeah,
did.
And it's
say
like,
that.
okay, well, I won't
I did
speak
say
on the
that.
podcast. Like,
No.
like you want to talk about ways to make money, but you don't want to talk about all the ways.
No,
or
there's
like
ideas.
I can only say certain things until you get upset.
No, there's ideas that you said that I was really into.
And then you were like, oh my God, and it's done.
And then I got gas.
But it's like, okay, well, how do I know what that line is? How do I know what gives you gas?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't
that's
know
so,
what gives
like,
me gas or not.
Okay. Like, okay. I don't know. I don't really know.
I don't know what to do. Right now, I'm having one of those days where I feel like there's like 30 things I should be doing. And I don't, I'm going to Bremerton, you know, I'm not doing this stuff. And also, I also feel like I should let myself off the hook.
Yeah.
And then also like a lot of this part of comedy, I think what it comes down to, if I'm really going to diagnose this situation.
I wish you would, yeah.
Yeah. Is that I am uncomfortable with being a public figure.
Yeah.
I think that is what's going on.
So what do you mean? Like which parts?
The idea that a lot of interactions get more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I have to second guess other people's motivations as well as my motivation.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with how good it makes me feel when I do get that recognition. You know, it's weird. Like I can be annoyed at the gym because somebody sees me and like comes up, you know, and it's fine. It's nothing major. But like I was trying to sign up for the gym one day.
Yeah.
And I was frustrated and
because they kept asking you your name. They're like, stop. It's like, oh my God,
No.
we're just trying to register you.
No. It was like somebody was talking to me about comedy stuff and I'm trying to like fill out a form on my phone.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like being bummed out when I'm at Safeway.
Nobody notices.
No, what's weird is seeing people notice me and like kind of stare at me, and even seeing people take pictures of me when and not just saying hi.
Yeah.
Like I'll take a picture with you. I love it.
Right.
It's dope.
Yeah.
But like don't be weird with your friends and shit. Just say something. Like it's okay. Like I get it. Like I love it when people say something.
I'm experiencing it's in the sort of the same, like, and I just revert. Yeah, I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Because when I go to a mic or if I go somewhere, same thing. It's like if someone's talking, everybody has an idea to pitch.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wants to, like, oh Jess, I want to do this show. And I'm like,
yeah.
And you know, and I want to hear it, and I want to support you and listen, and like, but it's also like I also just want to think about my comedy and like what I'm gonna do right now and my jokes and like. So, and yeah, I have to check their motives and check mine and make sure that like, it's there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure to be funny. There's you know, there's a lot of pressure to like, you are, you have the weight of all of these things, you know, that you're carrying. And and for me, I'm like, it's easier just to hide.
Yeah. And when maybe it's healthy to hide a little bit, but unfortunately for me, I don't know what it's like for you, but like when I am relaxing, when I am not doing something,
You're just thinking about how you should be.
I'm thinking about how I should be doing it. And then also throughout the day, I'm getting like messages and feedback and, you know, it's just, it's really hard. And it's funny because even like, so the podcast, like 5 minutes ago, when you're giving me that advice, like that's me, that's not you. That's just the situation. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not personal, but I'm sorry that you felt like I wasn't paying attention.
It's okay.
You know, was that a Tarp Report apology? Let's go.
35-14, 35-14, 35-14.
You know what I'm saying though? Is like, I appreciate you a great deal and you have good advice, but also holy shit. Like,
I know you don't want to hear it.
No, it's like, it's just, what am I going to like,
I know it's overwhelming.
It's if I had to do, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow morning? Tomorrow I have lots of time to get stuff done, basically all of Friday. And I'm going to make a list of all the things I should be doing. And then I'm going to order them from most important to least important. And then I'm just going to work through them.
Yeah.
Great. And then I'm going to jump.
Really?
Jumping jacks.
Ugh.
Work out.
I hate those guys. Hate them. Hate them.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah, it got strange.
Yeah, that was a weird way to say that.
Yeah, I think that, but I want to, you know, I work really hard with this and so I get like, I know that it's not, you know, I get my feelings hurt. And so I'm like, no, I like, and I also feel like there is sort of a weird dynamic of like, you know, where I am with everyone, like, and where I stand, like, within the community. And like, I guess it's just my own, like, fucking growing pains and stuff like that. Like, but, yeah, I just, I work really hard at the pod. I work really fucking hard at this podcast specifically.
Yeah.
Like with, like, this is a new thingy. And like I've worked so hard and I've learned so much. And like, you know, and then, so when I feel like you're not listening to me and it's just, you tell me like, you don't want me to speak is what it feels like. And I'm like, this is our podcast that I work really. So I'm like, okay, well, it makes me.
Yeah, no. I love the podcast.
Yeah.
And I love hanging out with you. And yeah, and it's good. I don't want this to ever be something that is a burden. I want it to be something that you enjoy.
No, today was supposed to be a goddamn snow day.
Yeah.
I stayed up all night. I'm so tired. I am so tired.
Yeah. And I have been, I'll say this, I've been working at my end of stuff as far as like promotions and stuff like that for the podcast. I've been trying to do that stuff more.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to make an effort because I know how hard you work. And I know that like basically all of the technical stuff is in your hands completely. Yeah. And I don't even, I wouldn't even know. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like to sync up stuff and things like that, you know, and hopefully you still get enough out of it.
No, I love it. I love doing it. That's the thing is I love, like, it means so much to me. So like when it feels like, and I know where it is in your priority list, and it's like, I fucking get it and it's totally fine. But when we're here, like, I want you to be present.
Yeah.
And like,
when you said that, I'm trying to think about like where it is in my priority list. Cause like, I know number one is like my recovery.
Right.
And then family.
Of course.
And then community. And you know what's strange is that it resides somewhere within that community bubble.
Right.
And then beyond that is like comedy career stuff. And it definitely is there, you know, because, you know, I don't think our listenership, I know, fluctuates, you know, and it hits peaks and valleys and whatnot. but we do have some wonderful listeners, and people come up to me all the time and tell me that they listen to the podcast. And
It's
it makes me happy.
crazy.
So,
yeah. I wish the numbers reflected that.
Yeah.
Or if like you could just leave a comment. If you guys, somebody said we have to prompt people to leave comments. So if you guys could just leave a comment and like just be like, I listened. Like that would be just so I know. Give me a thumbs up, like something. Like, geez Louise. I mean, we're fine, but it's great. Everything is fine. You
know what? The other thing too is I got to say, like last week, like with Brittany, that might be something that helps our dynamic is to have like somebody else to bounce things off.
Oh yeah, I know that you. I know that something happened between you and Brittany after the podcast.
Oh no, we were great. We got along great.
No, not about you guys. I'm pretty sure that Brittany gave Sam like some sort of talking to, like because no, like because when you were just so funny because I called you when we were talking for something, and then you getting ready to get off the phone, and you're like, hey, how was it was so hard for you. How was Bobcat? Like, and you asked me how. You asked me how. I was like, oh, Brittany probably got in his ear.
No,
But what did you mean then? What did you mean about Brittany?
I just think that maybe we should have more guests. Yeah. Because I think it improves our dynamic.
Well, it's fun to have like that third person.
And it is fun to have that third person. And maybe we have like recurring guests that like have been here already. Brittany and Lynette and my mom. Yeah. And then pick some other folks and get Chandler in here.
Yeah, I'm going to say Chandler.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if Chandler wants to do next week with us.
Okay.
Yeah. I wrote 3 jokes.
All right, let's hear them.
And I want to do them. You ready?
Yeah.
You say let's hear them like you're not about to read them.
I know, and then I was like, okay, never mind.
Before I give them to you, are we good?
Yeah, we're always good.
Good.
We're always good. Oh, God, please don't beating words I can't say.
What? All right. Just read them first.
People always ask me if I've ever tried improv comedy, and I say no, but I used to improvise quite a lot with different medications.
It's not good.
You could say, people ever ask me okay. Thank God the toilet works when the power goes out. Otherwise, I would really be bored.
I've just been pooping all morning.
Oh, gross. Yeah, and then you say you could say that I'm the reason you have gas.
I thought that you were going to like that more.
What is these words? Thruples? What's next? Quapples? Quinquapples?
I literally wrote that because you had that show come up.
Yeah. I was like, he's making fun of my Peacock shows that are
couple and
it's called Couple or Thruple. I haven't yet watched it, but I'm sure that it's exactly up my alley.
Oh man.
Yeah. What's a joke that you're working on right now?
Oh geez. What is a joke that I'm working on right now? God, I don't even know.
Okay, I'll go. Fine. If you insist. So I'm trying to figure out. So the difference between alcohol and drugs is that like when you drink, there's really like you either drink beer or you drink liquor, and like there's really not a lot of like graduation. But whereas like if you if you snort coke, then you can smoke crack, and then it just like how it branches off. You know. And then how they say like liquor before beer, never you're in the clear. Yeah. Beer before liquor never been sicker. Yeah. And so I was like trying to like come up with like little sayings like that,
like crack before coke.
Yeah, isn't a joke.
yeah.
And then you just say meth before.
Yeah.
Meth before, like injection before.
Ambien before meth.
Like
meth before Ambien.
Grass before.
God, that's such a bad combination. Meth and Ambien. Oh.
Oh man, did you Ambien makes you just like
makes
you fucking eat, and it makes you angry, and then you wake up the next day and you're like, what is all this
Ambien,
shit?
If people combine it with the wrong medications, they wake up and they're like,
oh, they have no idea what the fuck happened.
That's what happened to Tiger Woods. He was combining Ambien with painkillers, and he like woke up. This is what I heard.
When he hit that tree?
No. Maybe. But when he
Oh,
he had that domestic dispute, and like girl he was seeing like I guess he woke up and just started like going through his phone like in like a blackout, and like there was all these messages and texts and stuff.
My ex would do that. Like he would take Ambien and then he would just turn into a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like a monster. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Mary Jane before cocaine. Weed before speed. Coke before crack. Never look back. Fentanyl before meth. Holy shit, you did fentanyl before you did meth?
There's something there.
Okay. All right.
I'm looking. I know. Let me do one that I'm working on, and then we'll go.
All right.
Oh, yeah. This magnet fishing story about me finding a wheelchair magnet fishing.
Okay.
And me being like really, really excited. Be like, oh my God, I got a wheelchair.
Ooh, I can finally sit
And then
down.
like immediately after, I was like, this is really sad. That like
somebody lost their wheelchair.
Well, there's no good reason to throw a wheelchair in the river. There's like 10 bad reasons, but there's also the chance that somebody was miraculously healed.
Yeah. And
they were like, don't need this anymore.
Right. And they walked on water.
Yeah.
And then they got out of that.
Yeah. I don't know why. I always try to write jokes about magnet fishing, but there might not be anything there.
It's not sticking.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go, Forrest. I can do puns.
Oh my God, there's my belly again.
I can do puns, Forrest. I did it.
It's happening. All right. Thank you for listening to the Tarp Report. Join us next week for maybe a surprise guest.
Maybe.